Hello everybody, welcome to an interesting show.
Hi everyone, I'm Janet.
I'm Irene. So what are we going to talk about today?
Today we are going to talk about what is comfort food comforting about?
Interesting. 那在今天这集开始之前呢，我们这一集都会用全英文的方式进行。那如果有需要的朋友都可以开启 CC 字幕，有中文版跟英文版，大家就各取所需咯。
So if you guys need Mandarin subtitles or English subtitles, please turn those on. We hope this could be helpful for you guys.
So before we start listening to today's article, let's talk about some keywords. Number 1, alleviate. 减轻缓解，尤其是在指一些疼痛或是压力上面的反应。Number 2, amino acid. 氨基酸是组成蛋白质的一种成分。Number 3, tryptophan. 色氨酸，它其实也是一种氨基酸，但是人体没办法自己生产，所以需要靠饮食去获得这些成分。Number 4, serotonin. 血清素是一种负责制造快乐幸福感的成分。Number 5, mechanism. 机械零件或是一种身体的应对机制。在文章中呢，特别是指说在面对一些困难以及压力的应对方式。Number 6, emotional. 情绪化的。Number 7, suppress. 抑制。好，那这就是今天的精选单字。
People often eat to satisfy their hunger or to refill their energy levels, but sometimes they eat to alleviate stress, which is why certain foods are referred to as comfort food, which is described as food that has a unique link to a certain feeling or memory and may soothe your mind and emotions. Typically, they are heavy in carbs, sugar, and salt, but the soothing effects only last for a few hours. One explanation for this is that human body needs certain foods in order to create an amino acid, which it cannot produce on its own. This chemical is known as tryptophan. You may find tryptophan in a wide variety of typical meals, including milk, cheese, shellfish, and chocolate. According to medical professionals, consuming foods that are high in tryptophan may boost serotonin levels in the brain, which in turn helps release anxiety and stress. But for some people, eating is a coping mechanism for all their stress, which can lead to unhealthy habits like emotional eating. Is there a way to actively avoid this? You may try eating extra vegetables, suppressing your appetite by drinking lots of water, or seeking professional help. However, eating comfort food may help heal your body and mind. Overeating isn't the only way to deal with stress. Hope that everyone can discover a balanced diet that can healthily remove stress. Okay, Irene, so as we talk about if we want to reduce our stress or just at some free time, we talk about if we want to release the pressure. Usually people will say, oh, maybe we can go exercise or do some yoga or do something that you like in your free time or either just listen to the music. Sometimes that could help. But today we are talking about a more special thing, which is it's not that special, but it is something called comfort food.
Yeah.
Have you ever heard of that word?
Actually, I know this word recently because I like to watch a YouTube show, which is called Good Mythical Morning. And they have one episode is talk about comfort food, like different countries' comfort food. It's actually quite different because based on different country, they will have their, I think it's kind of like snack. And every culture have their different food culture. So I think comfort food is one kind of it. If you want to describe what comfort food is, I would think for me is the food that when you eat it will make you happy. Yeah.
I don't know, have you ever think about that though? Because I think as what I heard of how do I transcribe it, it's comfort food actually makes you have a strong relation to a certain memory or a certain feeling. It doesn't just only make you feel, maybe make you feel happy, but behind happiness, it has a deeper mental function behind that.
I think, sometimes if you working on a different country or city, sometimes you will just miss your food from your hometown. And I think, in that kind of situation, then probably that food would be a comfort food.
Right, just like you are from Kaohsiung, right? Though, so maybe there's something in Kaohsiung, just like something in Taipei you probably wouldn't find.
Yeah. Actually, you can find it here because I mean we are in Taiwan. It's like it's not that big difference from South Taiwan or North Taiwan. The food I think is like
Probably
mostly the same.
Flavor would be slightly
but yeah,
different.
it would be slightly different, as you said, that sometimes comfort food is associated with some memory. I think sometimes it's not like it must be the most delicious one. But sometimes you miss it because like when you as a kid, you eat this, so you remember this kind of flavor. Like I think talk about this, I have one food that in Kaohsiung that I don't know. I mean, you can buy it in Taipei.
Wasn't that authentic?
Yeah, I mean, it is different from me. Like,
what is it called?
Like, I don't know how to say it in English, but in Mandarin, it's called 蟹壳黄. It's a kind of like pastry. I mean, it's a kind of Asia pastry. It would have some meat and green onion inside of it. And you would bake the bun. But it's not a 肉包. It's different. It's more crispy on the outside. Yeah, and that is the one shop like in front of the high-speed rail station in Kaohsiung, in Zuoying. That shop is amazing.
It's not so. It's not building in the
no.
station.
No. It's outside the station, but in front of the station.
So that shop is well known there.
Kind of not very famous, but I think it's popular, and some people would buy it if they pass by. And I think the flavor is quite good. Yeah. So sometimes I will miss that food.
So compared to the comfort food and just food, like regular food, what do you think? Just like, what's the biggest difference, or is there any differences that you think that between these two kind of things?
Just like our breakfast, lunch, dinner, we usually eat some regular food because we are hungry and we need to have some energy. But I think comfort food is like, which one, as I say, I think it needs to make you happier or make you feel like relieved.
I think for me, like regular food, actually, I wouldn't like really putting effort to look for it. Just like what you said. It's not that special. It is more like something that, if you are hungry, you will need it to, fulfill your basic hunger feelings. Or just like if it is a simple lunch break, it is just like, it can just rebuild your energy after work times. So I think, and even sometimes for me, I think sometimes regular food isn't just like not even that important,
Really? You mean for your body or for your mood?
I think both though.
Why?
I don't know. Have you ever that kind of just like sometimes you feel like maybe you're slightly hungry, but at that moment you are quite busy, so that didn't give you that a lot of appetite that want you to take in any foods.
Yeah.
So you were just like, okay, maybe I will just like finish the work first. So I skip it. It's okay. So I would call that kind of thing like regular food.
I would think it like regular food is important for our healthy. Yeah. Because like I understand we always skip some food sometime. But I think if you talk about healthy, I think regular eat something is important. Yeah. But yeah, I think if you wanted to use a way to like define them between them, like comfort food and regular food, I think probably you can say comfort food is more unhealthy. It's like not always, but I mean in the most of the time, like
and in most of the culture.
Yeah, because like we all know that the food that which is delicious are also unhealthier. Like because they are junk food, like fried food. Any fried food or snack.
Chips, something like that.
Or very sweet.
Like
they have
very salty, very sweet food.
Yeah. Because like they will stimulate your appetite. And I think So a very flavorful and very high calories food, you can find it delicious easier. So I think for comfort food, if it's high like calorie, high carbs, is like easily and is normal.
Yeah, in our article, and it says like usually it's like quite carbohydrated food, so that could actually give you like happy feeling very fast, which you can reach the peak like very fast, because at that moment you have the impulsion. You actually have an impulsion feeling like I want to do it right now. You wouldn't say, oh, I want to eat cucumber right now, just like usually.
But you know what? I kind of like raw carrots.
Oh, really?
Yeah, and I find it quite comfort.
Did you dip it with any sauce?
Yeah, sure. But if without sauce, it's not. It's just a healthy food.
So just like compared to regular food, I think comfort food is like make you happy, but it is quite, damaging to your health though.
So Jenny, are you a food lover?
Yeah, I'm a super big food lover.
Okay. How so? Like
well, because I heard of and I actually seen a lot of people around me, they will have like if they don't know, like if they never heard of the food they heard before, or they never, taste the food they never do before, they will have like a very first impression say no to those food. But me, I don't mind to try.
Oh, you like to try different food.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, even it's like very exotic from Taiwanese food, I would definitely love that too. And also, which is kind of insane, but I mean, even when I'm not eating, I love watching food videos.
You mean you like to watch people make it or people eat it?
Both.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Just like no matter like taking a shower or like taking the MRT, I would just like turn on a video and watching people eating though.
Wow.
Eating or making food.
Okay.
Yeah. So
I sometimes I kind of watch that kind of video too. Like usually in the mealtime when you're eating. Some people find it like it would gain your appetite. When you're eating and you watch somebody else to eat together, you just feel like, okay, we eat together.
But I think that is like more visual feeling.
Yeah, sure.
But and also I don't know if that would make you feel better if the sound is turned on, because I think sometimes I think like
sound
the food
is
sound.
important.
Oh,
yeah.
I think sometimes the sound from the food of the chewing or like the slightly gooey noise from food will make me feel slightly disturbing though.
You know, some people do some ASMR on eating things.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I know. I mean, there is a group of people likes this kind of sound. Yeah. But you say you try a lot of like different food. Do you find any interesting food you have ever tried?
I think Turkish food is quite good.
Oh, okay.
It's quite strong flavor, and it is more, I don't know, like the salt feeling, it's totally different from Taiwanese food. Because Taiwanese, the salty taste is basically from like breast, like it's like braised pork or braised meat, a lot of that kind of thing. So it's quite oily.
Oh, because they use soy oil.
But the Turkish food, like everything is very, like, it's like mud.
Mud?
Yeah.
Okay.
Like very, very sticky. And it's like, it's all basically all like very thick sauce.
Oh, you like thick sauce?
I'm not quite that kind of idea, but I don't mind trying that though. Yeah.
Okay.
So I think that is quite interesting diet culture that I found. And also Indian food. I think I like Indian food very much.
I think I like the bread that from Indian.
You mean naan? Like the very flat bread naan? Yeah. That is so good, yeah.
I think it's kind of like chewy. And the bread is like, it's not too soft or too hard to chew it.
And more buttery. They will actually put on a lot of, something like that.
I think for me it's like, I like Mexican food.
Oh.
Yeah, like tacos, burrito, nachos.
Do you regard that as your comfort food?
Kind of, like recently, yeah. I think I also like to try different cultures' food. I mean, every day you eat Taiwanese food, sometimes you just feel like you wanted to eat something new or different. I think I quite of like similar with you. Like I like to try a different country's food, and I find it because I think right now is really convenience in Taiwan. We have a lot of like restaurants from different country, and usually or most of them are opened by the local people.
Yeah.
So I think the taste won't be like very different. I'm not sure because some country I haven't been to, but I think when I taste it, sometimes it just the flavor is that I never tried before. So I think it's quite good. And some of them is very delicious.
But actually, you know what? Like as the food that I was talking about, I quite like Indian food. But actually, I would regard hot pot as my comfort food. Just like
really?
something that is closer to our culture.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I don't know, because I think most of the occasion that when I'm having hot pot is I usually would gather a lot of people together.
Oh, okay.
It's like a friends gathering, something like that. Or it's just like happens in a quite happy occasion.
Yeah.
And people would actually
Mostly.
have a quite fun conversation. So like the whole setting of the scene is quite nice. Yeah. And I love soup. Soup is my favorite.
Yeah, I know. Every lunchtime you buy a soup, so I can. So wait. Would you drink the soup from the hot pot? Because I think like there is two group of people. One is like approved to drink the soup water. The other one is like, no, you can't drink the soup water because it's too salty or something.
Yeah, actually, I heard of the article about that. Just like the soup, after you cooked all the ingredients.
Yeah.
And you drink the soup at last, it is not that good though. So I will usually drink during the food is still cooking. I would put in the vegetable first.
Okay.
To make the soup fresher and full with the sweetness of the vegetable. So vegetable is always the first.
Yeah.
And usually the darker green vegetable should be cooked first, because that is usually will be cooked first. Just like it would get softer first, and you will probably lose the nutrition from it. And after that, I would just put in the meat. So
Wait. When would you drink the soup?
Just like I think after I cook the first piece of meat.
Oh, okay. Ooh,
so
cool.
they could put in they could have some meat
Oil.
juice. Yeah. And then if it is beef, and then it will have some beef oil taste.
Oh.
Yeah, if it is pork, then it will have an interesting taste, which is make you feel like you are eating 意面.
Okay. 锅烧意面.
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
So it's just like this kind of strange and interesting combination, though.
As I heard with like other people, they usually put the vegetable first too, but they usually tend to like drink the soup right now. Like right in the time, like after they put in the vegetable. So it's like between they put in vegetable and before they put in the meat. So it's the first time that I heard somebody say they would put some meat and then drink. And I think it makes sense.
Because you want a fresh taste,
Yeah.
And also, I think I think the Taiwanese hot pot culture is like you need to dip a lot of sauce. And you also use like the super strong flavor dip to totally cover the flavor.
I think, it's a weird thing, but I think, that's our culture. I also like it, like, especially for the 沙茶酱. I mean, we all know that actually hot pot is already flavored and really flavorful, but we just wanted to add something.
It's a ritual. Yeah, it's a ritual. Yeah, I can understand.
I think recently hot pot would be my comfort food too.
You mean like despite Mexican food?
Yeah, because like when I grow older, I think I started to like something spicy. So I like some spicy hot pot.
Oh,
Like,
you mean like Sichuan style hot pot?
Yeah, kind of like.
Oh.
Yeah. But in this like in this moment, you won't drink the soup because it's too, spicy. But when you like cook some meat, or some people put it into it as 油条.
Oh, that is so. It would just
But-
like soak.
Oh yeah. But what I like is not cook it too long. I will only dip into the soup for about 30 seconds or 20 seconds.
So you just wait for it to get soft
Yeah, just
and
not
slightly crispy.
Yeah. No, just not too soft. Yeah, slightly crispy. But I know that some people like it like totally. You mean melt
Very
into melt
very
into
muddy.
Yeah. But I don't like that kind of
Texture.
Yeah. I mean, it's winter right now, so I think hot pot would become popular.
Yeah, I
recently.
think in every season in Taiwan, Taiwanese people just add that. I'm not sure if that is like would be like the common comfort food for Taiwanese people, but that is like
I think 80% of the Taiwanese people love to eat hot pot or would wanted to eat it in wintertime. And we also like that's something you can is one price, so you can eat much as you can. It's very popular in here, right?
all you can eat.
Oh yeah. It's called all you can eat.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. When you are still a student, I think people love to go there and like you will feel like okay, I just paid for one price, so I'm gonna eat as much as I can. So I think it's a kind of
Gonna earn it back.
and it's a different happiness in this situation. Like if you eat more, you will feel like okay, I earn more.
Right, that's right.
Yeah.
Right. So you're also a food lover.
Actually, for now, I don't think I'm not a very food lover. So I would say that actually I prefer to cook more than eating.
Oh.
Yeah. For me, it's like I think when I'm cooking, the comforting is as much as when I'm eating. And I really like and enjoy the moment when I prepare food, like chopping and like cooking stir fry or anything. I just feel very released and very satisfied. And I remember that the first time I started to learn how to cook, it was when I was in junior high school, that we have a camping activity. So you know that you need to prepare food in that activity. So everybody should light their fire and prepare their food. You will be like divided to a different group. So every group needs to prepare together. So before that, because I actually feel a little nervous about that because I don't know cooking before that.
So who needs to be in charge to be the chef?
I mean, you
Or
need
it's
to
teamwork.
Yeah, it's actually a teamwork. So, but you can choose one. So everybody was like, talk about who have this experience before. So in the time, I actually started to feel some interest in cooking. So I just asked my mom to taught me. And then one day before the camping, I invite some of my friends to my house and we like prepare. We practice for how to cook. So in that day, I cook a special meal. Actually, a very traditional dish in Taiwan. It's called stir-fried green pepper with chicken heart. It's actually pretty delicious. For some people, they would eat the heart because I like eat chicken heart. So for me, it's very delicious. And then it's actually a quite tricky dish. The perfect dish is like the green pepper. The green pepper should be fresh and still crunchy, but the chicken heart should be like well cooked but still tender. But I just you
messed up.
Yeah, I messed up. The green pepper is like melted and it's too soft, but the chicken heart is still raw. But my friend, they was like, because they come to my house, so they say, oh, it's good, it's delicious, and they finish the whole meal. And when I eat one, I was like, oh my god, it's raw. Because I have tried the perfect one, which is my mom cooked it. So I was like, oh my god, I hope them well. And the other day, they're fine.
Oh.
Yeah. After this experience, I found out that I started to like cooking. And I found it that sometimes it's more satisfied than eating. 哎，你有听说吗？即日起到12月31号前，只要报名阳朔美语的课程，就可以抽双人来回机票哎！
而且还有最重要的 AirPods Pro 2啦。
阳朔美语课程丰富多元，从精致5人口说班到1对1家教，情景内容多样，中师外师全英文授课，让你更沉浸在英文口说环境里面。
如果想要考取空服员或是地勤人员的话，阳朔美语还有航空美语特训班哦，可以强化你的英文履历自传，而且还有模拟演练面试环节呢。
如果想要进军商务市场的话，也可以选择多益课程，内容包含听说读写全项目，从入门题库到实战演练，帮你冲高分。
那可以传链接给我吗？
已经放在资讯栏里了啦，赶快上阳朔美语官网查看，或是致电咨询吧。
Do you like cooking?
Yeah, I think I like cooking though. One time that when I was traveling with my university classmates, we were in Yilan, and we actually just like in Yilan, like there's actually like a house, like a 3-floor house, and you can just like book it for maybe 9 people and live there. So it's like a villa, and we need to prepare our own food because it has like a big open area kitchen, so people can do things there, which is super fun.
I really like that kind of environment.
I don't know. I think I was slightly bossy then because I know what I was going to cook.
Yeah.
So I just like ask everyone to do what I want.
You're the chef.
I'm the chef.
Okay.
I cooked like the beef potato soup and with noodles.
That was so good.
But I cooked the broth in more Western style. So it tastes a bit like, more good with spaghetti sauce feeling. But also you can still put in the soup.
Yeah.
Like that I
Soup bowl.
prepared. Yeah. So it could, taste differently.
Ooh, okay.
Yeah. So I just say, okay, now you go chop the onion. Okay, now you go just like shave the carrot. Okay, then you go just like boil the noodles.
Okay.
But I think cooking is fun because it's like doing things together with, If I'm alone, I would make a mess. Yeah. I tried to cook once alone, but it's totally a mess though.
Okay.
Yeah.
I think for me, I prefer to cook alone more because I know how to
arrange the thing you want.
Yeah, the step. But or probably with just one more people.
Yeah. With someone to talk to is not a bad thing.
Oh yeah, that's true.
Yeah, just like be careful with the saliva.
Yeah. I think in different period of time, our preference taste or flavor would change. So do you have the different do you have any different comfort food in your lifetime?
Yeah, I think that is true though. Because you will have like different life experiences. You will meet different friends. Like in junior high school or high school or in university. So I think friends or someone who's around you could be like quite a major factor that who would, being the affected reason that to make you have the different comfort food at that time, or maybe just by yourself, just like your parents though. Well, they basically prepare food for you when you were little, and when you grow much older, you can actually you probably have some pocket money, so you can hang out with your friends, or you will have more options like to explore the different places to have fun, or you can just like figure out by yourself, something like that. So I think I think in different ages, I have different comfort food.
Do you have any memory about in your childhood? Which is your most favorite comfort food?
Do you know the seaweed slice?
Yeah, I know.
Yeah, it's like
seaweed
it's like in a very thin plastic.
原本山.
Yeah.
Okay.
I think that is so fun when I was a kid.
Yeah.
And it's especially during the Chinese New Year, like maybe the elder relatives, they will bring like a box.
It's just like a commercial video. Like
Yeah.
When you go back to your hometown and have the time with your family in the Chinese New Year.
Yeah, like
Okay.
the relatives will bring that, and just like basically everyone bring the same thing. And so we were just like, me and my brother, we were just argue about, like, this is the last piece. It should be mine.
Okay.
So we were just arguing about that. And it's just like the good taste and like all this kind of vivid, picture in the head.
Yeah.
And with a certain people, certain moments. So it's just like that kind of thing in the childhood. Yeah. Do you have that kind of thing?
Yeah, for me, it's a very common food right now for me. But when I was in elementary school, I think cup noodle was my comfort food. Because, I mean, cup noodle is not healthy. Actually, for like, if you wanted to have a lot of meal on it, it's not that good. But as a kid, so you can't eat it often. Right, because like your parent will told you that is not good. You will become a
Mommy.
Yeah. And whatever. But it actually just tastes good. And then so in that time also, it was another scout camping. When I was in elementary school, I joined a scout camping club. So one time we have a camping activity. So we need to stay like 2 nights in the camping place. In the meantime, like our teacher told us that, okay, today is a free night. Like you can eat cup noodle. So we everyone go to the convenience store to buy their favorite flavor of the cup noodle. So what I choose is, I think you know that, is very popular and very famous flavor is the Unipresident seafood flavor.
Oh, that is my
too.
favorite
Yeah. The classic one is the seafood flavor, right? Actually, that one is quite small, but I think the flavor is quite good. It only has some like dry shrimp and veggies inside the package, but the soup and the noodle is a little bouncy. So I quite like that kind of texture. So in the night, that everyone just prepare their noodle ready, and the first sip of the soup, and then you eat one bite on the noodle. You know, that is the warmest moment in my life at that time.
Oh, that
you
sounds
just
nice.
feels like the soup like go into your stomach and started to warm your whole body. And I remember there was a chilly night. Probably is in the winter or fall. So in that day, you just have a hot cup noodle in the midnight. Oh my God, that was a very comforting moment.
Yeah, that sounds nice though.
I still remember that moment. So it was really I think yeah. I mean it was really a moment. It's just small happiness, but yeah,
right.
It's really good. I think that is how comfort food like impact our life. It's actually all small things. I mean, most of them is not expensive, but they will give you a really, really memorable memory.
Well, and one thing is like, because everything at that moment is so certain. So I think the really treasured things for comfort food is like the thing at that time wasn't that easy to represent it again. It's only in that memory at that time. I
mean, when I eat cup noodle like quite often right now, but it won't feel the same for me.
So it's just like something you won't copy again. Yeah.
It's a little bit sad.
It's okay though. Yeah. But everyone still need to, try to have a more healthy diet though.
That's true. That's true. Yeah.
Yeah, because even comfort food can be not quite healthy for you guys.
I mean like have comfort food appropriate.
Yeah. And just like do more exercise.
Yeah, that's
Drink
true.
more water too.
Yeah, we will bring back our healthy impression.
Yeah. It's very important though.
Yeah. So I think that's probably the whole content about comfort food we're gonna talk about today.
Right.
So you can share your comfort food with us. You can leave a comment or DM us about this. What's your comfort food? And probably is a great memory of it. Yeah, just share with us.
That's right.
So I think that's it for today.
So don't forget to subscribe us on the YouTube. And if you really like this video, don't forget to press like as well. So this will be our episode today. See you next time. Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.